Yeah, what's up everyone, Project Moto here. So I'm riding a bike today that I've been waiting to ride for a little while. It's not the exact one I wanted to ride, but it's one of them. It's the Kawasaki 750 H2. Look at this geezer stopping. Right, so here's Paul's Kawasaki 750 two-stroke triple. One of his collection.
Not just mine.
Oh, not just yours and Cliff's. It's nice, isn't it? It's clean.
Which you're going to ride.
I'm going to have a ride of it. Jesus, it's got brakes on it.
Well, at that speed.
Well, any other speed, it ain't got no brakes.
No, no brakes.
So what you got to say about this? Anything?
750 triple.
What year?
72. For your information.
Yeah.
5 speed.
Yeah. Oh, is neutral's at the bottom, yeah.
No neutral light. There's no other information apart from the rev counter.
Mileage and speedo.
And the speedo.
Everything alright on it? Everything work alright?
Yeah, well.
Any issues?
It doesn't handle.
No, right.
At all.
Right, okay, at all.
Right, yeah.
So I'll just go in a straight line.
It's got a long throttle, so make sure you get all the throttle. A bit like the Street Fighter. You'll be in 3/4 and think that's it.
Yeah.
But there's more.
Well, I don't know if my wrist moves like that. Well, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Kickstart only.
Yep. Right. So I'll get my gear on and see what I think, eh? I'll get my shit together.
Get it together.
Nice. Let's do this. Yeah, you happy? What's that mean? No.
I've had better days.
Have you? Yeah. Why?
Oh, there's traffic. Everywhere there's traffic.
Don't do it, Martin, you're going to die!
Well, don't say things like that. They're the widow makers, ain't they?
The widow maker, yeah.
Well, I'm not married.
Don't do it, Martin, you'll die! Horrible, fucking scary deal.
Watch out.
Something, you bonders?
I'm going to ride this bike. The one that don't handle, weaves in straight lines, weaves in ramp bends, weaves braking, weaves throttle.
You sure that's the bike and not his head?
They said don't handle at all.
Probably handles better than that van of his.
No, that van drives alright.
Bollocks, that van. That van's cool.
I was driving it today and I thought it drives nice, that van.
I was driving that van the other day thinking this is probably as good as my new van.
Go and do some tarmacking.
Tarmacking drive, innit?
Look it over there in the sun, gleaming. No, but I mean, so you're going to start it up? Yeah, start her up. Let's have a look. That's nice, isn't it? Alright, you can turn it off now.
This is what you need to park in front of those people who lay down in the road.
Yeah, yeah. That and my van.
And your van, and see how long they stay there.
Right, so it's running. This is going to be interesting. Hold on. I got it.
Alright?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, oh no, you've got loads of throttle. 5 up. Seats well comfy. Loads of traffic. You can feel bits of bike all hanging out everywhere. You know, like I can feel parts of the engine, parts of the bike touching my legs. What's this geezer doing? Just walking in the road, yeah? They actually go, it goes alright. I'm just worried these brakes, that feels like I'm squeezing one block of wood onto another block of wood. It has got a lot of throttle actually. You kind of twist it like right round. And there's quite a lot of vibration through the handlebars as well. Not like, oh, the handlebars are moving, but just the feeling of the vibration, you know. It's actually like, you can feel it. Like Paul does ride this to work sometimes, well, and his other ones, and he'll say to me, oh yeah, I say, how was it? He goes, it was exhausting. you know, 1972, this bike is older than me. It's nearly 50 years old. What's these old Bill doing here? Just sitting in the road? Shall I go round them? They was just having a chat. So now I'm following the old Bill. Paul's been winding up another guy in the shop that this will beat an R1. It definitely won't beat an R1, but they go all right. Yeah, like you brake, you pull the brakes, it just feels like you're rubbing two fucking slices of buttered bread over a plate. He's let me go, he won't be happy once it's covered in oil. Oh, the vibration, man, and the concentration you need for the braking is unbelievable. Literally like this, I'm thinking, nah, stop. Like, I gotta start thinking, I gotta brake literally so far ahead of this fucking bend. You need hands like Arnold Schwarzenegger to ride these bikes. That's why Paul's got such big boxing hands. He rides these things all the time. These must have just been crazy back in the day. You can see why people got in so much trouble on them. They want to just go all the time. You can't really just sit in this traffic with them. Right, so yeah, so a little bit of information about this bike. I think that was about 192 kilos or something. So it was 75 brake horsepower. Now, I know that some of these get tuned a bit and they might be 90 brake horsepower. I don't know what this one is, but I think this is pretty much standard, this bike. Look at that. Probably back in the 70s when, like, you know, drink driving was rife and people used to have, well, I don't know if it was rife, but a bit different now. They might have had a couple of drinks and thought, oh, I'll drive home. Mate, the Widowmaker. Holy shit, look at this shit. Look, this is where you would want a bike with brakes. Go on, mate, go on. What's with all these fucking tractors, man? Right, so when you want to come out and ride a bike like this, you don't really want to be following some big tractor with fucking 100 barrels of hay on the back of it. Oh man, come on! I wouldn't want to catch one of them in my teeth. I know that while I'm on this bike. Getting straw and shit all over me. They're a little bit lumpy when you're not on the throttle and stuff, jerky, but still, what a beautiful bike. I can feel when you go over a bump, it kind of goes whoop. You don't want to move around the bike too much, it just upsets it. The concentration that's needed with these bikes, fucking unbelievable. You know, to be fair, there's too much traffic on the road today just to even like have a blast around it. Is literally, look at this geezer stopping. Can I stop? Just about. I say, when Paul says like, oh yeah, I say, how was your ride to work? He goes, exhausting. I can see why. Mentally, physically, you have to put a lot into these bikes. Like, a lot. There's Paul. I can see what you mean now when I say how was you riding, you go, it was exhausting. Not just physically exhausting, they're mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
Because you actually have to plan your braking before you've even thought about braking, don't you?
Well, you've done about a gallon.
Have I? Do you want to have a ride of it?
Talking about if you crashed it, what Cliff would probably do to you.
Well, I'd hope if I crashed it, I'd crash Paul's half.
Exactly. Andy reckons that he would get you, squish you up and put you in the fuel tank.
They're not fast. They don't handle. And one thing they definitely do not do is stop. If you didn't have the rear brake, you would never stop. Literally in the power band, they're all right. But anything below that, they're duck, lumpy.
Bear in mind, what is it, 40 years old?
50.
50 years old.
People must have got mega out of control on them bikes.
Oh, of course. What, when they're racing? And...
Right, so that was the bike.
So next time,
Yeah,
you can ride one of the others.
yeah.
There's a tuned one. There's another one of these.
This is totally standard then, yeah? It's quite comfy. The rear shocks are quite springy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Over bump.
They're not shocks, are they? They're just like space hoppers.
Right, okay. There was loads of traffic on the road, so I couldn't go, mad on it anyway.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know if I'd want to go mad on it. When we was out the other day and you was on the 500 and Cliff was on the 750, you must have been not working, but you're concentrating all the time on them, ain't you?
Yeah.
I think they're more mentally draining than they are physically. Do you
That's the
think?
difference between them and modern bikes. You like cars as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
Modern cars, you just sit there and an older car, you have to put input into it, don't you?
Yeah, you have to really. It's a feeling. It's got some feelings to it. Like you can feel all the vibrations through your feet,
Yeah.
and the vibration in the hands.
Yeah.
That's why you've got hands like Mike Tyson. Look at it though, it looks so cool. Clean as anything.
It's filthy now though. There's a good old clean up.
It looks clean to me. But yeah, like the brake, it's like you're squeezing a bit of wood onto a bit of wood that's squeezing two bits of wood that are
There's a
buttered.
bit of wood in there, look.
Oh, is there?
See?
Oh.
That's why.
No.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
on the tuned one, we've got twin discs.
Oh, right, so that'd be better.
No, it's just heavier.
Oh.
Yeah, that's summed it up really. well, the thing is, it came from a time when probably the performance bike of the day was probably something like a Triumph or a Norton. It was shocking. The performance was shocking. Acceleration, particularly.
Yeah, they go all right.
When these come out. Did you do a big wheelie? Big wheelie?
No, I didn't do big
No,
wheelies.
it does big wheelies.
Yeah. No, I can feel it can do big wheelies. It weren't my bike. It's one of your pride and joys. And I was looking after it for you.
We were worried. We were all worried because you've
Why?
been a while.
There was just traffic everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
They're literally every bit of road I come along. And then it's usually on a modern bike, I'd have just blipped past the car, broke, gone round the bend. But I was a bit more.
No, that's the thing though, isn't it?
I was conscious of this.
You don't ride it like a modern bike, do you? You can't.
Nah.
You can't. So you have to plan more.
All your
Planning
plans.
the route home now.
Oh.
And the ride. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You got 2 hours,
Still
yeah?
got it, yeah, still got time, but I'm thinking, I wonder how I'll go around that corner up there. And if there's anybody in the way, I'm in trouble.
Oh.
Is the steering damper at all?
I did notice a steering damper.
You've got a steering damper there, you've
Yeah.
got a friction damper there.
Ah.
All that does is it tightens it up so you go in a straight line towards your impending doom. That just stops the weave feeling so...
I think when I went out I was conscious because Darren said you're going to die.
Yeah, he gave you that handy little tip. Didn't he?
Don't ride it, you'll die.
That, yeah.
That's nice. I like it.
I'm glad you had a go.
Well, so that's one of Paul's Kawasaki 750 H2s, a standard one. They are very interesting to ride, I'll say that. They do go alright when they're in the power bands, they are fast. But yeah, on the day to day, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, there's cars everywhere. I couldn't really proper have a go at a bike, but to be honest, I'm not sure I really would unless I sort of had ridden the bike for a while to get used to it, because they don't really handle, they don't really stop, so that's a big problem on a motorbike. Like, they sound awesome. You get a really good feeling when you're on them. You do know you're on something special. So yeah, big thanks to Cliff and Paul for letting me have a go at this bike. It is one of their pride and joy, so I do appreciate that. Came in and said I could have a go, so I did. And
it was interesting. As always guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If this is the kind of thing you're into, all things bikes, then maybe think about hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. I'd like something like a fucking spam fritter, ham fritter, wouldn't you? There, but do you know, I fancy something like that, do you?
I can't say that I've done.
Or like a sausage in batter.
I'm not keen on it. I like a bit of cod or place in that.
I had fish and chips the other night.
Did you? Where from? Locally or?
No, I got it from fucking Scotland.
And I need to be pedantic.
You went out early?
I should be going early by rights.
Well, not really.
Oh.
Not really by rights. What's he looking at?
I'm just seeing how beautiful we look on camera.
Well, he looks beautiful.
No, not him, you.
Oh.
To be fair, I'm just wondering if we can dim these lights down a bit, because the old reflection off the old barnet is...
Yeah. That's part of the appeal.
We've actually had women comment.
We've had a couple of women comment.
Can I just say,
We've had
fuck
three.
off, you dirty bastard.
Why,
Take a step closer and I'll set off my alarm, my personal alarm. It does
All
not...
those things you used to hearing.
That does not constitute a positive comment. I only came in for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
We're on to finger blasting already.
You never get just the tea here.
No.
Do you like things like ham or spam fritters?
Spam fritters.
Would you like? I haven't had one for years.
Do you know what? I grew up. That's why my gallbladder's so fucked now, because I was brought up on a diet of spam fritters.
My mate through the 80s literally lived on crispy pancakes.
Oh, crispy pancake.
Where?
Oh, minced
Minced
beef.
beef, or they done the cheese and ham one.
Yeah.
Mm. Have you ever seen the thing where they do like a whole chicken in a tin?
How big's the tin?
It's about how big. With a chicken wedged in it in
Come with a
jelly.
special tin opener.
How's that? It's like in jelly and like fat stuff.
So in the tin is jelly and fat and a chicken.
It sounds delicious.
When are we
I
coming
just
round?
said-
So it's a whole chicken.
I think they shove it in their life. That's it. They just seal it up.
Martin, do you
But
work
anyway.
for the Morrison's marketing department? Our chickens don't suffer at all. Well, maybe for 10 minutes while they asphyxiate after we've sealed the tin up.
They suffocate. Look, you can get a whole chicken in a tin, but look at it coming out the tin. I mean, to be fair, it looks appetising.
Fucking hell.
If you can do for the tin chicken business what you do for your Cassies, then...
But anyway, do you like spam fritters?
I do like spam fritters.
What about other 80s food? Anything you can think of?
Oh, when the old Breville toasted sandwich maker came out.
Yeah,
They're still nice.
Yeah?
But they burn your face off, don't they? If you've got some right.
Well,
You're not supposed
I-
to put your face in it.
We went over a boot sale and there's a geezer that's like there with the Argos, you know, the returns. He's bought pallets of return stuff.
Yeah.
So there's all this shit. I said, don't buy nothing off there because they're all returns. I buy this thing, I buy this thing. It's a Breville maker as well. I said, none of it's going to work. None of that stuff you bought will work. Paper shredder, didn't work. Well, another thing didn't work. I went to Breville maker, there's still a Breville inside. There was still a cheese Breville inside the fucking Breville. Someone had like, literally started cooking it and thought, no bollocks, I'm returning that.